Was I supposed to go the other way? Well, screw it then. Can I still not use my magic? No, seriously, how did I run out of mana? I don't have a fever. 87 out of 112. Is it a part of armor I'm missing, or something else? I have the bows deal more damage. Possibly, I don't know. Are we close to leveling? Sorta. Are we in the mind of a high one? Am I in a cave? What is this place? Is this a treadmill?
No, this is impossible.
What the? Who are you? What is this place?
Why are you here? Be gone, Phantom. Be gone and leave me to my slumber.
Phantom? What in blazes are you talking about? What's the meaning of this?
Then this isn't a dream. You really are here. But why? The Prophet dies when the Emperor leaves him. This is the course of the game. It has always been so. Explain yourself. How did you find this place? And why do you still exist?
Is there a man in there? Do you guys see this? The veiled woman. She healed me and opened a portal.
Her? But why? She does not have a mind. She does not have feelings. So why should she do this? But still you speak the truth. I can feel it. Then could it really be that the unlikeliest of all eventualities has become reality and brought you here?
The unlikeliest of all eventualities. Are you saying that my being here is coinkydink?
Coincidence or caprice, I do not know. The veiled woman cannot be understood.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Who are you? What are you?
I am sorry. It's been too long since I've spoken to anyone. I have had many names. The Akarians called me the God of Death. The Moonskin people, the Warden of Dreams. The Pyreans, and the Demon of the Deep. For your people I am, or was, the Black Guardian. Pompous names, I know. However, I am none of these, neither god nor demon. I am only an eye, condemned to observe again and again.
You know the Pyreans? By the gods, how old are you?
As you measure time, older than your most daring chronicles go back, by far. I have seen them all, since our people fell. Every civilization, every cleansing, every turn of the cycle.
And you somehow survived the cleansing of your civilization. Are you one of the ancient starlings?
What? No. The starlings came long after me. I was only a fool who wanted to save his own skin at any cost. I knew the cleansing would come. I had known it long before the Red Madness and the war started. But I also knew that fighting it as my people did, and as most do, was pointless. So I looked for another way to prevail. And I found it. What you see here is the result. The Goliath, as I liked to call it back then.
The Goliath? What exactly is that?
What is it? My self-dug grave. What it was meant to be was a body of steel, an immortal machine with which I planned to merge my consciousness. Only organic life could be reaped by the High Ones, and I thought that by becoming a machine, I could fool them. By the name of the sun, how brilliant I thought myself. I wanted to become a god, laughing in the face of time. But let me spare you my self-pity. What happened, happened.
So you plan to outlive your own people? To what point? Living in a dead world?
No. Joining the Goliath meant immortality. All I had to do was sleep and awaken once more when the cycle started again, and new life came forth. Except that this new life would not have been defenseless. I would have been a true god to them, one capable of protecting them from the High Ones. No imaginary figure like the Creator. No false gods like the Lightborn were, to speak in your language.
But your plan did work? You built this machine, became it, and survived the cleansing.
As the only one of my people, yes. But it happened faster than it should have. And when the cleansing occurred, the Goliath was not yet finished. And as the Emperor unleashed the light, I had no choice but to complete the joining too early. A fatal error, as it turned out. I did survive, yes. But I am trapped inside this unfinished machine. And ever since then, all I can do is watch. Again and again.
This is a fate worse than death, man. Wow. Wow. What do you mean you can only watch? We are thousands of leagues into the deep here, aren't we?
Yes. But a part of the Goliath is the eye. It allows me to see what happens on the surface everywhere. Not as literal as you imagine, of course. I see schemes, feel emotions, similar to your gift, to the Echo. But they are enough to understand.
To be clear, you have been here since the High Ones devoured your people.
Yes. It was not how I planned it. The Goliath in its final form was meant to be divine, a synthesis of man and steel. But I overestimated myself, and I acted too quickly, driven by fear.
I was kidding like a couple episodes ago when I said that the story of this one reminds me a lot of Mass Effect, but with a kind of fantasy twist to it. The High Ones being the Reapers. This guy sort of reminds me of Leviathan DLC. There's a lot of a lot of common ground with both games, and I like this. I like this a lot. We haven't lost yet. Whether the High Ones triumph or not depends on what happens after Aranthiel has blown up the beacon.
No, you do not understand. You are stumbling through the fog, even now that it is almost over. By themselves, the High Ones are not the problem. If we would just see them as they really are, they would become powerless.
Powerless?
Yes. It is hard to put into words. I myself do not know everything about the High Ones. Only that they are part of something we call the cycle. The civilization arises and blossoms, and then, always at the same stage of their development, the High Ones appear, and with them, the Red Madness. People start losing their minds, wars erupt, and chaos rules. Until 2 or 3 years later, the cleansing happens. The moment when the High Ones devour the collective consciousness, the gathered minds of this civilization, to give birth to a new one of their own. Despite all of this, nobody knows what drives them. Perhaps they act out of malice, out of an urge to survive, or perhaps they do not even have a will of their own, but are like a force of nature. But I do know one thing, as powerful as they might be, it is mankind who gives them that power. We make them into what they are, because what nobody understands is simply this. The High Ones feed on what humanity has the most of, their ego, greed, pride, fear, and their everlasting search for an enemy who is responsible for all their misery. It is those traits the High Ones make use of. These characteristics are what make us human. And by themselves, they are harmless. Only when we bury them, when we deny them, then they play into the High Ones' hands. So why is this, you ask? It is simple. The High Ones alone cannot make the cleansing happen. Only a human can. With the beacon, my knowledge about it is as limited as my knowledge about the cycle. It has existed since the beginning of time, and despite what you might now believe, the ancient writings about it are true. Lit by the ones who carry the Numenos, it can banish the High Ones once and for all. But it can also destroy us. Because what happens when it is lit without a core is far more than an explosion. It is the cleansing, the triumph of the High Ones. And even as we speak, a human, Tealor Arinthiol, has done it again. A bright light will appear from the heart of the machine and open a hole in the sky. And within hours, it will spread throughout the world, and they will all feel it. A fire that burns them from within. A white light which will break through their flesh. Do you understand now? The High Ones have no power. All they do is to feed on our weaknesses, manipulate us into bringing about our own destruction. It is we who forge the sword that kills us. We who lead them to their victory. Even though the key to salvation has always been in our hands. But instead of realizing our folly, we make the same mistake. We repeat the same fate over and over. And only because we refuse to see the truth. Yes, the High Ones are our enemy. But who wants to hear that it is our ego, that dark voice within us, that empowers them? It is so moment we would realize all this would be the moment it all came to an end. But we do not.
I want this man to read me bedtime stories. Such a good voice.
They reap, we sow. Dreams, thoughts, visions, they are everywhere. But the principle is always the same. They throw a tainted seed into a fertile ground. The rest happens by itself.
So, what you're saying is that without our assistance, the High Ones would be powerless. That the cleansing would never happen.
Just think for a moment. When did the High Ones ever do anything other than manipulate you? Did they ever physically influence any events? They incited the Naramis to march against you, and time and again confirmed the righteousness of both your causes. All they told you, all they showed you, was what you wanted to hear, and what you wanted to see. And yes, if you, Teolor Rentheal, his order, and the Naramis had never acted, the cleansing would never have happened.
What, and there is really no reason for all of this? I can't believe that.
Maybe there is, but if so, I do not know it. But the more turns of the cycle I witness, the more I get the impression that it is some kind of trial. A cosmic game, woven by powers we have not even come close to comprehending. Maybe this is just wishful thinking, to give all this pain a meaning, when it does not have one. Maybe the High Ones are simply a law of nature, a concept, and we give birth to them by believing there is such a thing as an ultimate external enemy in the first place. The eternal struggle with ourselves. Perhaps that is just part of what it means to exist.
Then that means Aranthiel just initiated the cleansing? He has signed the death warrant for all of humanity?
Like 1,000 others before him, the High Ones knew exactly what they had to do to get him to commit this last act of desperation. They played him with his weaknesses and fears, like a figure on a chessboard. And the saddest part is that until the very end, he will believe that he has done something good.
Because he wouldn't accept failure, no matter the price.
That was his greatest fear, yes. To be remembered as a failure, a broken man. That was the stream the High Ones manipulated him from the moment he died, after attempting to flee from his prison on Nerim.
From the moment he died? What do you mean?
The real Arinthial. He is dead, prophetess. He is a fleshless one of the mightiest tools of the High Ones. Just as you are.
Am I dead? Then what is this, an illusion?
I wish it were. The methods of how the High Ones influence us are plentiful, and the Red Madness and their ability to enter our dreams are not their only means. Their mightiest tool is the creation of projections, fleshless ones, or emissaries, as they are also called. If a person dies, And if this person has one last unfulfilled wish, a compulsion, then the High Ones have the power to create a projection of him. An immaterial image of the deceased, which thinks itself real and is perceived as such. What no one notices, not even the projection itself, are two things. Firstly, it is driven by this last unfulfilled desire. Secondly, it becomes an idealized version of its former self, almost tailor-made to free itself from the last compulsion, that ultimate scourge. The daughters of fishermen become warriors. Broken generals become charismatic and driven leaders who seem almost too determined to be real. You are one of these projections, as are all of the emissaries. You are a fleshless one, a spirit searching for liberation from something. I do not know your past before you came to this land, because before you became the prophetess, you were insignificant. But what happened to you and your friend on that ship? You never survived it. You drowned in the Red Sea, and in that very moment, the High Ones entered your mind and made you into what you are today. And other than myself, the High Ones knew your compulsion, knew the desire that drove you. Whatever it was, it made you predictable, and it allowed them to play you, just as they played Orynthiol and Korak. Do you see it now? Every dream the High Ones sent you, every time they appeared to you, they all had but a single purpose: to feed your self-image, to push you in a certain direction. They wanted you to play the game for their purposes, and they succeeded. You read the echo of the future, as other prophets did before you. You helped Orynthiol reconstruct the beacon, and led him to the Numinos. When he saw that it would be taken away from him at the very last instant, his fear of failure led him into doing what he did.
I believe him. This is madness, and I love it. How do we explain my relationship with Kalia, though? Because this has nothing to do with the High Ones. It's something that I decided for myself, to make friends, to become lovers with her, and yes, I basically caused the cleansing. Then this means I am responsible. I caused the cleansing.
You are not to blame, prophetess. You did what countless others did before you, and you did it because you thought it was the right thing to do. Only one thing is different. In all the time I have been here, never before did a projection realize its own nature. You were meant to dissolve like the rest of mankind. Yet, here you stand, and I tell you the truth. This was never meant to happen.
There is so much going on here, and I fully trust him, even though, you know, all of this sound mad, but I trust him, I believe him. So, the High Ones wanted us to reconstruct the beacon. They made me do it?
They gave you impulses, nudges in the right direction. Those who know a person's past know which strings to pull.
But then that means that the beacon was a trap set by the High Ones from the very beginning.
No, it is as I said. For as long as this cycle has existed, so has the beacon. It is an element of the game, and it has the power to end it, whether in favor of the High Ones or in favor of mankind. Yet for as long as I have been trapped here, the latter has never happened.
What about the ancient starlings? They managed to flee the cycle, didn't they? How?
The Starlings, in their time, were called the Yalam Rashe. And yes, they manipulated the game in their favor. Their goals were similar to mine when I created the Goliath. They were a small circle of highly intelligent craftsmen and mages. And just like myself, they did not think the cycle could be won by the beacon alone. So by unknown means, they fled into the sky and created something that protected their city from the cleansing.
But what happened to them? Are they really the ancestors of our starlings?
Yes, but knowledge about their history is sparse, since the Star City was almost beyond the reach of my eye. But I know that its first centuries were glorious. The Yalam Rashe lived in harmony, and their society was the pinnacle of all that mankind could be. With time, however, their population grew. They became too numerous for their small city, and so they invented their golden rules, which were supposed to control their growth. Having children was regulated now, and those who were found guilty of a crime were punished heavily. The worst sentence was being exiled. The convicted were robbed of their memories and sent back to Earth. This is where the starlings of your world come from, do you see? And this is why they all feel this longing to return to a far distant place in the stars. It is an ancestral memory.
That explains a lot. But what happened to them? Why was the city deserted?
I do not know. As I said, my knowledge about the starlings was always limited. All I do know is that one day they were gone. I could not feel them anymore. By that time, their society had become but a shadow of what it once was. But whether they destroyed themselves or left for someplace else, I will never find out.
Man, this is so interesting. Maybe there is a reason for all this. Maybe we can still stop the cleansing?
Oh, stop it. No, it is too late for that. By the name of the sun, it is so ironic that the veiled woman did not lead you here earlier. It is over, prophetess. You are strong. But regardless of how long your power can protect you from the light of the cleansing, eventually you will dissolve too. Even if... Wait. No. Maybe. Maybe you are right. Maybe there is a way.
What way?
But no. It would be pointless.
What would be pointless? Why?
Forgive me, I have to think. Yes, there could be a way. What I told you is true. Here on Earth, you would not survive the cleansing. But there is one place where you could. The Star City. I know that you brought something back from your journey there. The escape pods. And I know that they can also take you back there, for I have seen the Yalam Rashe, the ancient starlings, do so. Whatever has protected the city over all these millennia, it would protect you too. Yes, you could survive it. By the face of time, you could.
You want me to flee? But to what end? That wouldn't stop the cleansing.
No, it would not. But that is irrelevant. You are fleshless, a projection. And just like me, time cannot touch you. Age cannot kill you. And thus you could succeed where I have failed. You could wait for the cleansing to be over. And then create a new humanity.
Do what?
Create a new humanity. It is only a matter of time until the new turn of the cycle starts. New life will come forth. First, simple life, then human. And just like the civilizations before them, they will also fall victim to the High Ones, because they will have the same weaknesses as we do. But not with your help. You could be a god to them. You could guide their ascent. You could shape a mankind free of egos and weaknesses. And by doing so, you would deprive the High Ones of their power. Just imagine, in this new world, there would be no need for a beacon, because the High Ones simply would not have any strings to pull on. Mankind will defeat them by becoming superior.
Oh my god, so many choices.
What exactly makes you believe I would survive in the Star City? Those machines were trying to kill us.
Yes, because that old starling did harm to the city by trying to destroy a crystal. That awoke the Guardians. But they are asleep now. I can feel it. You would be safe. Believe me.
Still, that would mean leaving mankind to die.
No, they are already dead, damn it. Orinthiel has lit the beacon. And unlike anything else you could do right now, this would be a chance for permanent change. By the face of time, do not let all of this become meaningless. Every second you waste doubting lessens your chance to get to safety.
A mankind without ego, is that even possible? What is that supposed to mean?
The High Ones reap, we sow. It is our weakness that make the High Ones strong, our ongoing fragility. And if not for that, the High Ones would be powerless. You could be the one to create a humanity like that. Altruism instead of greed. Self-responsibility instead of the continuous search for an enemy. Awareness instead of blindness.
But what makes you believe I could do that? The Lightborn tried to do the same thing and they failed.
The Lightborn tried to force their ideals onto an already rotten people. Just like the Pyrean Sun Priest and the countless false deities before them. You cannot save a tree whose roots have already withered. But with you as a deity to lead this new mankind, it would be entirely different. You could completely change what it means to be human. And would it not be presumptuous to rob the world of this chance? Simply because you are afraid of failing? Believe me, I would give a lot for this chance.
I still feel like it's not gonna work. Because people tend to be greedy no matter what I decide for them, no matter how much I preach. People will always go against me, no matter what. There are always the fans, and there are always the haters. And the haters are the ones who wrought a community into being, what the high ones are basically feeding off. No, this is wrong. I can't let all these people die. There has to be another way. You hinted at something.
Yes. I regret that I did. Please, right now, you have the chance to break a millennial-old pattern. Do not let it go to waste. I beg you.
The only thing I'm thinking about right now is saving Kalia from the rubble, if she's still alive. I will make a decision once you've told me all the options.
You are so stubborn. But, well, you might be able to destroy the beacon itself. The light, it consumes everyone who gets too close to it. But you, as a projection, you might be able to do it. It will not stop what the beacon has already done, but it will interrupt it. However, it would mean your death. Yours and that of all life in Enderal. It is too late to save them now. And even if you succeed, it changes nothing. Yes, Korik would be dead. But do you think the High Ones would just give up? They would retreat for a few years. Decades, maybe. No more. And then it would all happen again. Until another emissary lights the beacon. Trust me, I know humans far better than I would like to. Within a few years you would be forgotten, and they would win, as they always do.
Not if someone were to tell them everything that you just told me. Not if someone could flee.
And who would that be? Even if there were someone, do you think anyone would listen? If you were to tell them that humanity itself is to blame, that the ultimate enemy does not even exist.
It would be worth a try.
You are delaying the inevitable, nothing more. And you are throwing away a chance which we might never have again.
Maybe. But I will not be the judge over the life and death of so many. I will destroy the beacon.
Then you will change nothing. But what can I do? I am powerless. Go. Do what you must, and deal with the consequences. There is one more thing I need to ask of you, however. One final request. I want you to shut me down.
Shut you down? You mean... kill you?
Yes. I want to finally rest. I will not spend another 1,000 years watching this tragedy unfold. You could have changed it, but you did not. There is nothing I can do now. Please, do it. The switch is in front of you. That was how I connected myself to the Goliath. It will cut the connection as well. Do it. And then go. Go and fulfill your fate.
All this? With the press of a button?
deception.
Oh god.
And if there were another way, I would not do this. You could have made the right choice, but you refused. And I will not see this chance go to waste. I cannot. Once this is all over, I will send someone to free you from the Goliath. But until then...
Oh god, no.
Over here, Sayira. Quickly.
Kalia! How did you find me?
In the name of the sun, are you alright? I was so worried when...
Miserable fool! I would have kept my word. But if you want to play games, fine! I have had enough time to practice.
Flesh construct?
That doesn't look good. Get away from the runes.
Ow!
I deserve this!
I need a little bit of help over here.
Not again. Get away from the runes.
I'm taking damage when I attack this. What are we doing? You killed me with those gremlins. Can I destroy this? Have to break this machine, I take it. I was not reading. What are we doing? It just says defeat the Black Guardian.
What are you doing? You get yourself killed. We need to deal with these things first.
What? I'm with you. Nice one. I'll put something in my mouth right quick. There's more of them. I need some time to heal. The salmon is taking too long. Can they not... Can they not destroy this thing? I'm taking that... Hey. Squeeze me?
Oh,
How did I freaking die? What the hell happened?
I might be powerless over here, but this place is mine, and I will take what I deserve.
Why is this one glowing? Oh, that's why. I see now. I don't know. Can I stand some? Oh, there's another one over there. Kalia? Kalia, I need your services. Why is this thing so fast? Oh! Are there more of them? Can we break it now? Or maybe not. I summon more gremlins. Okay. Please heal.
What are you doing? You'll get yourself killed. We need to deal with these things first.
You mean the gremlins?
Away from the machine now.
I don't understand. Am I supposed to attack it or not? Just hit it once.
Oh my goodness. Get away from its face now. Oh.
You were standing right below to his face. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Okay. Let's try this again.
Away from the machine now. You'll get yourself killed. We need to deal with these things first.
What things? Am I supposed to attack something specific? Like, this thing looks like an enemy.
Away from the machine now. What are you doing? You'll get yourself killed. We need to deal with these things first. What are you doing? You'll get yourself killed. We need to deal with these things first.
Did I forget a gremlin somewhere?
Oh, damn it, not again. Don't let that glowing thing reach you.
The glowing thing? Oh, cool. Oh, it just reached me.
The shields are down. The generators, now.
How did we summon the glowing thing? Okay, can you help me with the glowing ones?
Get away from its face now.
I am right next to his face. That's bad. Ow, ow. Yeah.
The shields are down. The generators, now.
I don't get it. What did we do differently? Oh, he's recharging it. I see. What about the glowing ones? We got like 3 in the last round.
That doesn't look good. Get away from the rooms.
Pew, 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 pew. Ow, ow. Stamina regeneration. Check. I got him.
Not again. Get away from the rooms.
I'm trying. Ow, Jesus Christ.
The shields are down. The generators, now.
I'm on it. Hopefully they're just only 2 generators. I got one. I got one. I'm so tired. I need more stamina. Help me. Oh no. Get him. Please get him for me.
Focus. Focus.
Kalia, no, 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 no. Leave me alone, you stupid little shit. Can you please get him for me? What the hell? What is attacking me right now? Oh, you slime balls, get out of here. I need more salmon. I'm not healing fast enough. I don't like it. Okay, I'll just stay here. I let's just assume I am safe. I can't heal any faster though. The shields are still up. Did you get him?
Oh, damn it, not again. Don't let that glowing thing reach you.
Too late, he reached me. Ooh. How do we deal with the glowing ones,
Now,
man?
attack the generators.
There's only one left.
No! No! What have you done?
That's too bad. I really like this guy.
I suppose the explanations will have to wait.
I will tell you on the way back, as best as I can, but right now, we need to head back to the temple. The cleansing. It is happening right now.
I had a feeling that might be the case. Go on ahead. I will follow.
Wait, something was removed?
I had assumed as much. Yuslan and he didn't even try to help me after that dragon attacked us. I was lucky to find another way in, otherwise I would never have found you. And you are...
What is it?
My head, it feels as if it's on fire. This must be the cleansing. If this is how it feels down here, then fate have mercy on those who are on the surface. Don't you feel anything?
Faintly. It's dull somehow.
Then the Black Guardian was right, wasn't he? What you are, your fleshlessness, it protects you. Kirash, I just don't understand. You are here, standing right before me, and I can see you. How is that possible? Could you really be an illusion?
I don't know. But it's the truth. It all makes sense now. What the aged man said about me and my corpse in the living temple.
I suppose so. So, what now? Your decision, is it final?
I don't know. What would you do?
What would I do? I don't know, Saira. Just thinking about a question like this is so bizarre. But if I were in your position, I don't think I could just flee. I mean, look at it however you want, but the fact is that there would be a chance to save at least some of these people by destroying the beacon. Not taking that opportunity would be sentencing millions to death. But that's my rational half. You can imagine what the other voice says. I don't want to lose you.
Do you think you could make it out of the blast radius if I destroy the beacon? Tell the others the truth about the cycle?
I don't know. But there is a secret passage into the south quarter. If I can reach the Myriad there, I might be able to flee to one of the islands. I think I can make it. Somehow.
I just cannot leave mankind to die. I have to stop the cleansing, even if it means my own death. The survivors will stop the High Ones.
Yes. They have to. Then I should leave this place before it is too late. This burning, it's
Getting worse by the minute. Kira is close enough to reach it by Myrid. Maybe the Golden Queen will listen to me. Then the rest is up to them. Things would have been different without you, Saira. I will not forget you.
I'm sorry for all this.
You do what you have to.
Oh, this is so sweet. The last time I will see her. Teleport to the Sun Temple, add it to the inventory. Find Jespar. I have no idea where he is. Catharsis. Is he at the Sun Temple? Only one way to find out. Wait, what is happening? Am I bleeding? Did you guys see that? Stones. I have to destroy the stones. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh no. Is he still here? Come on! Oh no. We're back home again. It's not sunny anymore though. Oh Lord, oh Maker, I can hear you calling. I feel your love. I know about your sacrifice. Without you I am nothing, a twig on the currents of time, a sheep without shepherd. Free me from my vices and forgive me my trespasses. Forgive to my wife and my child. Deliver me from my pains and bless us with your everlasting mercy. What is this? My father? When is this? I can still hear the beacon in the background. I cannot open the door. Hello? Was there anything else out here? Find and defeat all mythical No. Shit. I didn't find Jesper. but it is not a failed quest yet.
A great philosopher once said that every change begins with a moment of lucidity. In these moments, a veil opens, one which normally shrouds all the unwelcome truths we're aware of, but which we've buried deep within ourselves where we cannot see them. And it is only these moments in which we can make a decision. The decision to either act or to let the moment pass until the veil seals itself again and we once more are the slaves of our habits. I don't believe in revolutions. They are too simple, too fiery, and they too often end with the opposite result of what was intended. But neither am I a cynic who has lost all faith in the world. Change is possible, but it won't come as a big bang, but rather as a long path, one that will constantly confront us with obstacles. Obstacles we can either choose to overcome, or at which we choose to quietly turn around and go back to being what we were. The sacrifice of the one who will be remembered as the prophetess is proof that I am right. Yes, some might see the downfall of Enderal as the triumph of the High Ones, but it wasn't. It was neither that nor a triumph for mankind. What we were granted was a moment of lucidity, the chance to start our own walk down a long, rocky path. The High Ones exist because we believe in them. We, our egos, give them their power, and the more we listen to their words, the more we hate them, the more powerful they become. Indeed, the beacon, this ancient machine of unknown origin, can destroy us. But it can also free us from the High Ones once and for all, if we use it right. Rumors that the Arizalians have started constructing a second beacon, and the knowledge that this time we are aware of its nature, give me hope that the woman I loved has not died in vain, and that we continue walking.
Oh my god! What a game! Holy shit! I did not expect this to be this good. And the music is such a banger too. I just want to sit here and listen to it. Anyway, that was Enderal, The Forgotten Stories. An incredible journey. A mod made for Skyrim. From fans of Skyrim. From a team who devoted themselves into making this beautiful creation. This is art. This is truly a work of art. All this effort done for free, for everybody to enjoy, for everybody who owns Skyrim on Steam. It's free to play. I have nothing really more to say other than the fact that it was a great journey. There's a lot more to do in the game. I just mainly did the main quest and a few side stuff, but overall, a great experience. And I recommend 100%. You should definitely check it out. If you haven't played it, I recommend it. If you are bored of playing Skyrim over and over again, this is the best getaway, trust me. I've had a really good time with it. Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments, and I will see you all in the next game, whatever that may be. Until then, thank you everybody for watching. Have fun whatever you do. Take care of yourselves, and do not forget, keep on gaming. I will see you all next time.